What's up, BOA fans? I'm your host, Kim, and today we are welcomed by the dancers of Los Tigres del Norte, but also dancers originally here from the RGV. Let's gain more insights into what it's like to perform for the biggest artists in the Latin music industry.
Mi nombre es Miguel Ángel Peña Caballero y soy director del Ballet Folklorico de la Universidad de Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Pues bueno, es una historia muy larga, pero así más o menos resumida. Yo empecé a bailar como un chambelán en quinceañeras en Reynosa con el profesor Guillermo García Berrocal, y eso fue lo que me metió al mundo del baile. Ahí mismo empecé a aprender folclore mexicano. Ya cuando vine a estudiar de este lado a UT Pan American, me metí al ballet folclórico de la universidad con el director maestro Francisco Muñoz. De ahí terminé mi carrera, terminé mi maestría, empecé a bailar profesionalmente. Después de eso decidí estudiar una maestría en danza y fue cuando pude regresar a la universidad a dar clases y pues, ser el director, estar al frente de la dirección del ballet folclórico de la universidad. Tratar de difundir la danza folclórica mexicana en Estados Unidos. Ya aquí en el Valle, específicamente, ya viene habiendo una ola de grupos folclóricos o de ballet folclóricos muy grande. Antes de mí, empezó con la doctora Amilda Thomas en 1970, y de ahí lo retomó y fue cuando agarró mucho más fuerza el maestro Francisco Muñoz. Y de ahí, de la Universidad de Pan American, fue un semillero donde fueron saliendo muchos otros maestros aquí en el Valle para poder crear los programas en las high schools, ¿no? Empezó hace 2 años y de hecho creo que empezó aquí en Edinburgh. La verdad no recuerdo quién me contactó, ya no recuerdo, pero nos contactaron hace 2 años y a partir de ahí, no me acuerdo cuántos años ya llevaban haciendo esto los Tigres del Norte, pero a partir de esos 2 años atrás, sentí yo que a los Tigres del Norte les gustó lo que estamos haciendo aquí en el Valle, les gustó lo que presentamos, los bailarines que tenemos, lo que está haciendo la universidad en general, y de ahí dijeron, pues sabes que estos muchachos son muy buenos, vamos a seguirlos llamando, ¿no? Para que nos apoyen, y así empezó hace 2 años. Y muy importante y más importante, y el 90% del esfuerzo viene de los estudiantes. Que la verdad ellos son los que van y se paran, ¿no? Yo ahorita nada más voy a estar atrás del escenario y la verdad ellos son los que hacen todo el trabajo, ¿no? Los que van aquí, y a veces nos toca presentaciones muy bonitas e importantes como esta con los Tigres del Norte, o también haber bailado con los Tigres del Norte en el Houston Rodeo en frente de 75,000 personas. Y como te digo, o sea, a lo mejor nos contactaron hace 2 años los Tigres del Norte, pero porque a lo mejor, no sé, bailamos con el Mariachi Vargas en el McAllen Park, o a lo mejor alguien nos vio en la Quinta Mazatlán y dijeron, ¿sabes qué? Sí es cierto, yo conozco a alguien que está buscando bailarines, etcétera, etcétera. Así que nunca sabes de dónde pueden salir proyectos importantes, ¿no?
My name's Elizabeth Stamati Hernandez, and I'm the Assistant Director of the UTRGV Ballet Folklorico. It was very exciting. I think I grew up listening to their music with my parents. So when Miguel told us the very first time that we were going to dance for them, I was like, are you, like, really? Like, is this a joke? But no, like, it was super exciting. I don't think before that I had an opportunity of this magnitude, this big, like, in front of so many people. So it was just like, it was crazy. It was a dream come true because it was something super special. And then we got to do it with our friends. So that was super nice. I think my parents are coming tonight. So it's gonna be super exciting. It's always nice when we get to like travel and be other places with them, and like within our group that we get to travel as well. But always coming back home feels very special because you see people in the audience that you know, or then you get a text from a student or somebody that knows you and they're like, we saw you perform. So that's always very, very nice. I started dancing at a recreational dance studio back home in Reynosa. I was born and raised in Reynosa, Mexico. So I started dancing there, took like an hour of ballet a week, then maybe a little bit of jazz, tap, very commercial stuff. And then I was there for 15 years. And then I came here for college, UTRGV, and I wasn't gonna go for dance. I was actually just looking for a minor, and I met Mr. Munoz, and he was the one that told me, you know what, like you should consider double majoring and just pursuing what you like, because at the end of the day, you want to work in something that you love. So I listened and I double majored, and for a while my parents didn't know. Until they asked me, like, why are you doing so many performances? Like, how are you in so many shows? I thought you were a minor. And I was like, well, I'm not. I'm double majoring. And then I think it was going into my junior year in college that I took a class with Miguel. And then that's kind of where the love started for the Folklorico. It was, I knew about the group because they were very disciplined. They were very talented dancers. And I wanted to be a part of that. I wanted to be part of something big. I had seen their production. So whenever I saw that, I was like, okay, I don't know anything about Folklorico, but I'll learn. And I did, and I stayed, and I've been there now for 7 years. So that's kind of how it started. And I kept going because the dancers just kept getting better and better. And kind of having that, that place where you can keep growing and keep enjoying with your friends, that's been very special for us. Just coming from a studio background and having all that different training again in all the commercial things like jazz and Latin rhythms and ballet, because what we do for them is not just folklorico. We do have a section of that, but we do other dances that are more like salsa and maybe a little bit more contemporary folklorico. So I think definitely that, and yeah, what we learned at UTRGV, honestly, like the way the professors would push us to like kind of keep exploring everything outside of just what we learned there. That's kind of what helps you be able to come here and perform, and kind of seeing other people perform at the same time, like the way they express themselves and the way they project when they're on stage. I think that's kind of what we take and where we come from whenever we go and get up on that stage.
Hi, my name is Ramiro Silva. I am a senior student at UTRGV, and I am also a dancer with Ballet Folklorico UTRGV. So I started taking a Folklorico class back in middle school. So they slowly started introducing dance as a course, and I had an athletics period of PE. So when they mentioned that dance could be taken, to replace that PE credit, I was like, okay, sign me up, because I didn't want to do sports, right? That was never my thing. So I signed up with Miss Yvonne Guajardo, and she was also the director of the Folklorico group at Edinburgh North. So I joined that class seventh grade. I stayed my 8th grade year, and then after I went to high school, I tried out for the varsity group and I made it. So I stayed my 4 years of high school, and surely enough, here I am today. Yeah. It's been a crazy journey. I mean, I started in UTRGV back in 2018. It's going to be my 7th year, so it's been a journey, ups and downs. I started, at the bottom, and slowly I started gaining confidence, and with the direction of my, my director, Miguel, I was able to become the soloist in my 3rd year, and I've been the soloist for 3 years now, so it's been an amazing journey. I mean, I couldn't believe it, honestly. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and we've performed in the past with Aida Cuevas, with Mariachi Vargas, you know, people we know, but with Los Tigres, it was like, wow, like Grammy winners, you know, you see them on TV, Premios Lo Nuestro, Premios Juventud, and it's like, wow, we're on stage with them. It was crazy, and when I told my mom, she was like, be quiet, like, no me creyó. Cállate, estás loco. No te creo. Y le digo, sí, ma, voy a bailar con Los Tigres. Y so it was very, it's a great experience. And we also went to the Houston Rodeo. It was like, wow, like 75,000 people watching us. You could just see the flashlights on, and it was like you were seeing like a bunch of constellations. Like, it was beautiful. It's a crazy experience, and I'm glad, you know, that we're back here in our hometown, you know, about to perform with them again. So it's a great experience. Yeah. Yeah, in our hometown, you know, with their friends, families, neighbors, you know, hopefully they can come and enjoy the performance. So what I like about the university and BFU TRGV in general is that there's a mixture of everything. I feel like there's very versatile dancers. There's dancers that, you know, they started in ballet and then they joined Folklorico, or dancers that started in ballroom, salsa. You know, they have a little bit of everything, and I feel that's what makes the company very strong. And my director as well, he is not one to say, you know what, take Folklorico only. He wants us to, you know, dive and, you know, take other classes, dive into other styles. So that's what I really like. And what helped me in the beginning with my posture was taking a lot of ballet classes. And then I was 18 years old, 19 years old, going to Dance Center of Edinburgh, taking Ballet 1 with like four-year-old girls. So all that really helped and contributed in my growth personally. And I feel like my director does an amazing job and, you know, educating us and being an ambassador for that, you know, implementing different styles of dance, not just sticking to Folklorico. Keep going, never stop learning, take criticism, learn from it, learn from your mistakes, and always get back up stronger.